Hi guys, how are you tonight? I know it's been a rough day, but I want to talk about the charts, and you're going to hear my rant a little bit in the middle of it because I'm kind of disappointed in what I'm seeing going on with retail. Plus, guys, be careful. There's a ton of bots out there that have been brought to my attention, both with positive things with Redbox and, trying to convince people to sell. So it seems like the same FUD that we are used to seeing with AMC and GME starting to happen to us. So be prepared that there's a lot of bots out there, and be careful what you read. Please know the value in what you hold. This video talks about it some more. At the end, I'm going to go over Ortex and give you a couple other tickers that I think are definitely worth your while to watch. One that I didn't mention was GGPI, which is Polestar, and I did a video on that. I highly recommend you guys watch it because I think there's a huge potential to have a Rivian or a Lucid type run. CCIV was the SPAC that's Lucid public, guys. I really believe that today the shareholders voted in the SPAC merger deal for Polestar and GGPI. So the ticker is going to change to PSNY by the end of the week. But please watch that video because I think there is some money to be made there as well. Anyways, if you could like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Have a great night, everyone. Hi guys, so as you know, today did not go as expected on Redbox. I think that we got a lot of short ladder attack going on, which created fear amongst people that were holding, that were not really confident about their play and what they hold. Guys, I keep trying to tell you, you need to know what you hold. And please, there's so much rumor going on out there and so much FUD. It's crazy. But you need to think back about something. They took the buy button away again on the options chain. And that's not on all options, but it's on the majority of them. Unless you have a market maker that's suited for high-end clientele like Centerpoint. I know Fidelity, last time I spoke with them on Friday, said that they were still allowing the opening and closing of new options, but somebody today told me that that's no longer the case. I have not verified that, so I do not know if that's true or not. I know for a fact that Robinhood, Webull, and TD Ameritrade have made options closing only. So again, guys, these are brokerages that are primarily retail based, and they're cutting us out once again. It is what it is, but that ought to give you enough confidence in this play to know that clearly you're holding something that market makers are afraid of. Guys, they don't have the shares to cover this tiny little float and what they owe. And I mean, it's obvious with the Ortex data, it's obvious that they didn't take the buy button away because, oh yeah, they just suddenly realized that they screwed up and weren't supposed to add it to begin with. Yeah, that may be true. But, there's consequences for that. And yes, the float is under 7 million. Yes, it never should have been added. But guys, I want you to critically think with everything I've been trying to teach you. Why did they create the option chain to begin with? Why? If you really don't know that answer, I want you to go and look up on Twitter, True Demon. And I want you to go through and read everything that he wrote about Redbox rather than have me repeat it over and over and over again. Read it, guys, because he's dead on. And also read the rest of it. And if you want, listen to his videos on YouTube. But let's talk about some good news for right now, okay? Today was a crap day. Yep, I agree. Guys, I still hold all my shares. I want you to look at something because we made several attempts today. Let's go back to the beginning of the day, okay? The 13 crossed above the 48 at around 10 a.m. today. We tried, guys. We tried to break up. We even got as high as 1165, right? Was that the high I did? Let's look at this candlestick. somewhere around there. And not 1161. 1161, guys, we got to, okay? And then again, short. See this red all in here that doesn't look normal? This is called a short ladder attack. It looks like a ladder where you're stepping down staircases. This is market makers driving the price down. But at the same time, what are they doing? They're creating fear in retail. So it's like a double-edged sword, guys. We tried to rebound here. And look at this doji, how long it is. This is like a true battle of shorts and longs trying to go at it and trying to keep us above, because at this point we hadn't had the crossover yet, trying to keep us above the 13, above that 48 moving average. But guys, market makers, even though this candle was even, market makers on the next candle came out strong and massively shorted, which I think also created massive selling of retail. Again, we tried to recover. But guys, right here, you see the 13 crossed below the 48. We lost control. We tried to gain it back. You see it's starting to go up. I think you probably heard me call out that I'm watching for the 13 to cross above the 48. Okay? Then you see, boom, right when it should have happened, guys, right here, that next candle probably would have brought it over, or the one after, okay? They short ladder attacked us again. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candles in a row. I don't think that was retail selling at this point. I think all retail that wanted to exit, exited here, okay? But again, we gained back control, and we try, and we do succeed. We cross over just slightly. Immediately, look at this. Immediately following this big red candle that pulled us down, guys. That's coming from a short attack. Market makers controlling the price, guys. And again, we go to the dark pool. This is what I'm talking about. So we briefly cross above the 48 to be ripped right back down and below the 38, the rest of below the 48, excuse me, below the 48 the rest of the day, guys. Boom. But guess what just happened, guys? In after hours, we just crossed. We just had a 1348 crossover. Here's the purple, that's the 48. Here's us, the 13, crossing above. Boom, right back above. And guys, when we did this cross, that candlestick went to 1010. I know that for a fact because I was watching it. And right now, let's see what we do towards the end of the day. What I suspect, they may try to cross us below again first thing in the morning, but I suspect even if that happens, we persevere and we're going to come out strong tomorrow, guys. I have all the confidence that that's about to happen, okay? I want to go and look at the daily chart because I think I know for a fact, I made a post and I was very adamant about, it was that, wow, I cannot believe that retail cannot even look that far out. Something on those lines to see what's going on in the bigger picture, guys, because this is as much a technical play as it is a hype play, okay? Okay, guys, now we're looking at the daily 1-year chart. And as you can see, way back here, we talked about this, is when the 13 crossed over the 48. This was back at the end of April, okay? And we've remained above it, okay? Just so you know, 13 is green, purple is my 48, blue is the 20, and this red line here, guys, is the 200-day moving average. As you can see, the 13 is still above the 20, and both the 13 and 20 are still above the 200. But look at this purple line, guys. This purple line here is the 48, which if I put a 50, it would be running right beside it, like either right above or right below, okay? And this is the 200, like I said. The purple line is getting closer and closer to crossing above this red line. So the 48 or 50-day moving average is about, well, not about, like within the next few days, either, I'm going to guess Friday or the beginning of next week by looking at this. It's all going to depend on how price action moves, guys, and the volume that comes in here because they need to be pulled closer together still because they're still, this line's at 623, this line's at 714, okay? But when this purple line crosses above the red line, So when let's say when the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200 moving average, that's a golden cross, guys. And I am confident that market makers are trying very hard to prevent that from happening, because that is a huge, huge bullish signal on a daily chart. You know, when you see it, I mean, on a daily 1-year chart, when you see it on a 5-minute chart, take it or leave it. You know, it may mean something, it may not. That's why you often hear, oh, it made a golden cross or it made the death cross, but you know, it's on the 5-minute chart, so take it with a grain of salt. It's not often as bad as it seems. But guys, when all of these moving averages have already crossed above, and that 50-day is just about to cross within the next few days on the 1-year daily chart, guys, this is a very, very bullish sign, and I expect that we're going to see a massive move when that happens. It's a big signal, and it's huge. So that's what I mean by retail needs to just stop, take a deep breath, and look at the big picture. When in doubt, zoom out, okay? It's very, very, very important that we do that. And guys, I am still very bullish. I think that we have a great play here. Well, not I think. I know we have a great play here. My only concern is that, you know, retail is starting to have actions that I really do not like. I'm seeing a lot of fighting. Guys, that is what market makers want and the hedge funds want. They want retail to start pinning against each other. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Joe Schmo, if you're another YouTuber, if you're my best friend. If you harass people on my page, I'm going to give you a warning. And if you do it a second time, I will not tolerate it and you will be blocked, okay? And that's because I set up my Twitter and I set up my YouTube because I wanted to educate other traders. I want traders of any level, whether they be beginner, intermediate, advanced, that if they don't know something, to feel comfortable asking me. Just like if I don't know something, I want to be able to ask other people too. Nobody here, no matter how advanced of a trader that they are, knows everything. And if they tell you they do, they're lying. Okay? I'm here to try to help others, and I really want to keep going and doing that, but I will not tolerate any kind of harassment of any type of anybody on my page. Okay? I take a lot of crap every day myself, but I'm very thick-skinned, and that's one thing. But you do it to somebody else on my page that's trying to learn, and guys, I won't tolerate it. So I'm sorry to turn this into a rant, but I was pissed today, and I'm still pretty upset by it, and it's not okay. And I want you to feel comfortable being able to write anything you want on my page. Even if you want to challenge something that I'm saying, please do, because that's how people learn, and people learn from their mistakes. And I'm not perfect. You guys all know that I really screwed up that warrant. Filing the first one when I should have known that we were going to 18 because they wanted those warrants to come into play. But again, I let somebody who I thought was smarter than me when it came to that persuade me otherwise, and unfortunately it misled us all, and I won't let that happen again either, guys. If, you know, somebody wants to come in and tell me something I don't know in a respectable way and push me to get to know it, I'm going to listen to them, and I am going to learn, okay? Because I don't know everything, and neither does anybody else, and don't let them fool you into thinking they do. All right, rant over. Now I want to look at the Ortex data. But guys, this is very bullish, so reminder again, we have a bullish close. Well, we're going into close now. Actually, it's 8:07. Let's see where we ended the day. Hold on. I'm going to have to pause this because I don't think it... Okay, perfect. We ended above the 200 with a green candle. So, we ended above, well, we are above the 200, but we ended above the 48 with that green candle up to 1010. So, I'm happy with that close, guys. Alrighty. 1 second. I'm going to pull up the Ortex. Okay, guys, here's the update from Ortex. Currently, like I thought, the short interest really didn't change by anything, guys. This 0.5 8-9% is likely a retail trader closing out a position. Nothing big. Shorts still have not covered. Our short interest is still currently at 107.85% with 4.25 million shares sold short. And our cost to borrow average is pretty much where it's been, 830.56% with a max of 952.66%, guys. So nothing's changed. We still have huge short interest, huge cost to borrow. And guys, another theory that I haven't discussed that I need to bring to your attention is, if you think for 1 minute that Seaport is not going to try to get their warrants to be valid when they were supposed to be locked up, and somehow they unlocked 1 million warrants that we all know about, right, guys? And they need to be at 1150 or greater for them to exercise them. They are not going to pay $11.50 to exercise them if they are not going to be able to get a substantial return on their investment, guys. So if you don't think for 1 minute that this is not going to go up past, I think originally I don't know that Seaport paid. I don't think Seaport paid. I don't know if it was part of their funding or what. I'd have to go back and look at that. But neither here nor there, there's still those other warrants that need to, or that can be exercised for $11.50. You don't think that people are going to try to get this back above, 13 or higher so that those warrants can come into play, then you need to really critically think that, because I truly believe they will. So we definitely have another run coming from everything that I see. Is it going to be tomorrow? Who knows? I don't know. You don't know. Anyone who tells you they know is full of it. I can tell you what the chart shows. Right now we're making that cross at end of day. Let's see what tomorrow brings, guys. And remember, there's still a bunch of FTDs, which they get more and more as we go into next week. So honestly, next week is where I think we're going to see our big run. Does that mean we can't run up and down several times before then? Of course it doesn't mean that. This thing could go off at any time. All it's going to take is one huge short holder to decide they're tired of paying this insane interest and they're going to cover, and boom, we got a pop. Okay, guys? So hang in there. I know it's been a rough day for all of us, but the sun will come out, that I'm sure, and things are going to get a lot better with this play. In the meantime, if you have extra money, I suggest you take a look at Revlon. You've seen me mention that a couple times. I'm probably going to do a video either tonight or tomorrow morning. I am getting very tired and I haven't even had dinner yet, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get to it tonight. But guys, that's definitely worth checking out. The other one that has been brought to my attention is Kirk. I have not done my DD on that yet, so it's just been mentioned to me. So if anyone knows anything about it, if you want to shoot me a DM or tag me in a post that gives me some information, I'll be happy to look it over, because perhaps that's another run that we can, work on in the meantime while we're waiting for our red box to explode, guys. All right, have a great night. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. I appreciate all of you.